Hey guys, it's Obiamaka here, your favorite YouTuber, and thank you so much for tuning into my video today. If you are new here, welcome. Join the family. I know you're going to love it here, so please join the family and stick around. If you're a returning subscriber, you're an OG. Thank you so much for coming back to your girls channel today. NYSC camp season is upon us again. You watching this video, your siblings, your family, friends, somebody's probably going to NYSC camp soon, and you need the information in this video because you're probably wondering, what do I do? Are there things I need to know? Yes, there are things you need to know, and I'm going to tell you them. These are not like official things that are probably like in your documents or things like that. These are things you know. I'm telling you things I learned out of experience of going to NYSC camp. You should definitely stick around for those. But before I get into the video, I just want to let you know that there is a full NYSC camp series playlist on my channel, and these videos are all encompassing my registration process, my shopping process, the drama I went through while registering, first days in camp, going to camp, days in my life in camp, first week, second week, third week. Guys, everything is in that series, and there is one particular video that's doing so well in the series. It is the ultimate packing list for NYSC camp, things to take to camp. It is definitely doing so well because people have found value in the video, because in that video I made lists that you could screenshot and add to your shopping list. I made them in categories: your documents, stationaries, clothing, like everything you need for NYSC camp, so you don't miss anything, you don't forget anything. Don't miss out on that video. Go and watch that video. Make sure that your packing list is complete. Up here or up here you're going to see the link to that playlist. You should go and watch the videos there so that you can gain value from the videos in that playlist. Then at the end of the video, I'm also going to put a link to the playlist as well, so that in case you watch this video to the end, which you should watch this video to the end, then at the end you're going to see a link to the playlist, and then you can go and watch it. All right guys, so now I'm going to get into the tips I'm going to share with you in this video, and then at the end of the video I'm now going to let you know my final thoughts and opinions on NYSC camp. Should you go? If you are on the fence, you're still dilly-dallying, should I go, should I not go? At the end of the video I'm going to let you know my own thoughts and opinions on that. So let us get started. NYSC camp is a one-in-a-lifetime experience, so you should go to camp with an open mind. Go ready to enjoy it. Be ready to experience the things you're going to experience there. Don't be so rigid. Don't have like a pre-perceived notion of NYSC so that you are not disappointed or something like that. Time moves differently in NYSC camp. NYSC camp is like a different time zone. Time passes. Today can be Friday and tomorrow is Sunday. And like, what did I do? Because it is a very continuous thing. Every day is almost the same. So days blend together finally. So you're going to lose track of time a bit when you're in NYSC camp, except you are having it so horribly that you are keeping track. For me, time was just blending together. Like every day was just wake up, do the same thing, do the same thing, do the same thing. Wake up, like that. Report in camp the day before it says so. If you watched my swearing in vlog, first week in camp vlog, you will see that I did not wear my khaki for swearing in. This was because I arrived in camp the day they said we should arrive in camp, and my swearing in was the next day. I was so disorganized. People were already in camp and I was looking around and I was like, we could do this, we could have come early. Those ones came early, they came the day before we were asked to come. So they got the good beds, they did their registration when there was no excess queue. They had a better experience basically. So I would advise you to go to camp a day before it says so. If you're coming from far, carry your bag and be going. There is no need for you to wait till the day it says so, especially if your own year you're going to do swearing in the day after. My badge, we did swear in the next day. So guys, go to camp early, you get good bed space, you do registration easier, quicker, less stressful, and things like that. Even some associations, you will join them early. If you want to be this parade commandant, the core member that would be that, you have to be in camp early. At the point I got to camp, they had already been chosen. When people now came, they're like, oh, this guy was doing it temporarily, are we going to like get a new person? And people were just like, let him go on. Do you get? So if you're interested in things like platoon leader, parade commandant, just like things that would really like make you stand out in camp, then you have to get to camp early. Those things will be filled up before you come, if you come late. Bicycle allowance is going to be paid into your existing bank account. Now, if you don't know what bicycle allowance is the money that NYSC gives you to go to your PPA and settle down your transport fare. In my time, it was, I think, 3,200 or 3,600. I can't really remember. However, I went to camp a while ago actually, when allowance was still 33,000. So no, I don't know if it's going to increase, if your bicycle allowance is going to increase, if it's going to reduce, if they are going to not give it anymore because the allowance is now 77,000. I really don't know about that. But bicycle allowance will be given to you while you're in camp, and your first allowance, your stipend, that is what we call alawi, will be given to you while you're in camp as well. So your bicycle allowance will be paid to your existing bank accounts, like whatever account you were using before you got to camp. They'll ask for that, and that's what they're going to pay your bicycle allowance into. But your alawi is going to be paid to your NYSC allowance account that you opened during your NYSC registration process. Camp food might not be so bad. I said it in my video, my first week in camp video. I ate camp food, let's say 80 to 90% of the time. Let me first say this: if you don't know, NYSC camp across the country has the same food timetable. Yes, NYSC camp has the same food timetable. There are just minor differences based on the geographical area. So let's say those in the east are eating eba and soup, for instance. Those in the west are probably eating, if the east are eating egusi, the west are probably eating ogbono or okra, something like that. Like just like minor differences based on like what is available in those regions. But the core timetable of NYSC camp is the same thing. If Sunday afternoon is jollof rice, it is jollof rice across the country. The food in my camp was actually not bad. Like there were certain meals obviously that I wasn't a fan of, that I did not eat. But the meals in general, if I was going to rate it, they were okay. I don't know if it's going to be the same in your state, so don't quote me, but keep an open mind towards camp food. Don't just write it off and be spending all your money in Mami Market because you've heard that NYSC camp food is not good. It might not be so bad for you. NYSC camp is something that grows on you. It gets easier with time. Your first few days, first 1 to 3 days might be rough because you are just getting to camp. You're just trying to get used to the environment. It's a new environment. You have room. I had 15 roommates. My room was a 16-man room, so I had 15 other roommates from different tribes of the country. So it took a while to settle in. Waking up early, going to bed really late, getting about 4 hours, 3 hours of sleep. It starts to tell on your body. It takes a while for your body to get used. It's like this is our new normal. Be intentional about choosing your bed space. When I got to camp, I already had the notion that I wanted to stay in down bunk, simply because I had watched a lot of NYC videos, and I don't even know why, because I went to boarding school and I was never a down bunk person. I was always an up bunk person because I need enough ventilation, and I don't want to be in the down bunk breathing in what I don't know air that is circulating. I needed to be up where I could breathe properly. So I don't know what convinced me that if I go for NYSC camp, I would want a down bunk. If you watched my initial video, you would see that I kept my box on a down bunk, and I was like, oh, this is my bunk. And eventually I came back and I had to stay in the up bunk. And what happened was even funny. The girl that was my bunkmate came before me, but she had just put her box beside the bunk. So I didn't even know that this box was used to preserve this bunk. I thought it was like the next bunk because there were like 3 bunks in a row. Only for me to come back and the girl had settled in because I went to my registration. She was like, oh, this is my bunk. And I was like, really? It was so annoying because I had gone out to select a good bed, put the bed in the bunk. We don't put a better bunk because the bunk that I met there was like a bit crooked, you know. And for boarding school experience and uni experience, I knew that if you get to the hostel, you hunt for good beds, you hunt for good bunks. So I did that and I was ready. And then the girl was like, no, she got here first. I was like, okay, you know, we dragged it though at a point, and at the point I was just like, Maka, you don't drag things like this. This might just be God's plan for you. And it was God's plan for me. I am grateful that I did not end up staying down. If you saw my bed, it was the perfect position in that entire room. My room had only one window for 16 people, and I was right in front of that window. On rainy days, I was right in front of the window. On hot days, I was right in front of the window. There was no functional fan in that room. Imagine I had cooked myself up in that down bunk. I don't even know what I was thinking. I'm saying all this to say that don't have a mindset, oh, I want to be in the down bunk, because NYC videos you've watched have said go early so you can get down bunk. Most people want to stay down bunk. I'm not most people. Down bunk would have not worked for me, so I'm so glad. I even got a space to spread my peg hanger that I bought. Like, I'll just put a video here so you understand what I'm saying. Yeah. Take a good power bank to camp. I took a 27,000 mAh power bank to camp, and that helped me to not have to leave my phone at those charging points at any point in time. The charge I took to camp lasted me the whole of the first week, and then the second week I charged it once, the third week I charged it once, and it was simple and seamless. Taking a good power bank is so important if you want to preserve memories, you want to be taking videos, you want to be taking pictures, you want your phone to be keeping you company during activity, you want to be in communication with your family and your friends. It's a no-brainer. Carry a decent amount of money in cash and in your bank card. You would have to sustain yourself in camp. I will not tell you to withdraw a large amount of money and be carrying it around because they told you that it's expensive to withdraw money in camp. It's not. Take it from me, it was not. POS charge in camp was the same as in town for me. Just have like money in your card that you can just be withdrawing so that you don't get stranded if you eventually need to do something or buy something urgently or stuff like that. If you're my girly, come close, come close. The men, have you closed your ear? Have you blocked your ear? Good. Be hygiene conscious. I went to hostel, uni, and secondary school. I'm used to weird toilet situations. I went to camp with a pee bucket. We don't know what a pee bucket is. That's what we called it in uni. It's just like a small custard bucket or these small buckets that have cover. That was what we had to use to pee and do number 2. This might be TMI. And that meant that we did not have to go and carry your body and put on top toilet that people have been using since 1960. Just be very hygiene conscious so you don't catch an infection because you went to serve your fatherland or motherland. Your land, sha. I was part of the people that said I was not going to pay for my laundry to be done. I felt like it was a waste of money. I saw videos that advised about laundry, but I was like, I beg, what is wrong with my hand? Like, there were days that I just had to use laundry, and when I went to camp, per piece of clothing was 100 naira to get it washed. The videos I watched told me 50 naira. So you that have watched this video now, I might be saying 100 naira. When you get to camp, it might be probably 200 to get one piece of clothing washed. But the days you can, just pay to get your laundry done so that you do not end up looking dirty because I didn't have time to wash and I thought I was going to come back to wash. Especially if you go to camp in the rainy season, the days you've looked around and you're like, just pay, let them do it for you. Put in efforts to make good friends in camp, especially if you're going to stay in that state. There's nothing as lonely as coming out of Nysc camp and realizing that you don't know anybody. There's an information you need and there's nobody for you to call, or you need a roommate house hunting and you don't even know who to talk to. Guys, take it seriously. If you watch a lot of Nysc videos, this is something everybody says, and this is something that I learned. I made friends, but still I didn't even make a lot. So there were times that I needed something and I was just thinking, who do I call? Who do I call? Who do I call? Maybe I need one information about one CDS something, or I just want to know LGI this. Who do I call? Who do I call? Make friends in camp, guys. Don't say Obemaka did not tell you. This is a very popular advice. Size your rubber trainers up. I wear a size 40, sometimes a small 41. I bought a size 42, and as at second week of camp, it was tight. The thing about NYC camp is that fluid is going to build up in your legs. Your legs are going to get swollen at some points. You're standing too much. Like, you're walking around a lot, basically. Your feet will swell and then your shoes will no longer be your size. So size up 2 to 3 sizes. If you are 40, you can buy 42. If you're going to camp in the cold season, take white sweatshirts, like sweaters and turtlenecks if you want to preserve yourself. Did I say preserve yourself? If you want to protect yourself from cold, take white sweaters and turtlenecks. You have to be proactive because you are on your own in camp. Nobody's about to look out for you in camp. You're going to look out for yourself. To be proactive and get things done when they are supposed to be done. Some people did not even know that they were going to sign book of life in camp. Keep your ears on the ground. If there's anything that's been done, do it on time. Plunge yourself into as much activities in camp as you can handle. And if you want to be involved in things, do them. See, those 3 weeks are going to... And I don't see why you should not enjoy that experience. If you want to join Red Cross, join it. Join OBS, join it. That's why I said you should go to camp early. Like, that would even give you a squad, people that you can always reach out to. And for certain organizations that you join, it would end up being your CDS, like all these sports CDS, Red Cross CDS, things like that. You never know what's out there for you if you don't try. Take it from me. You don't need to pack your bag full of mufti outfits, except maybe you are packing to that state at once. Like, some people just move and carry all the property they want to use to settle down in the new state. If that's what you're doing, like, okay, yeah, no problem. But if you plan to go home back, there's no need to carry a lot of mufti outfits. Take all your healthcare essentials. If you have ulcer, if you have something you're treating, nobody is supposed to tell you that you're supposed to take 3 weeks worth of prescription, your meds to camp. Where did you plan to get it before? If you're feeling any type of way, go and complain in the camp clinic. Oh, nobody is about to come and start checking. Are you hot? Your body, you're looking pale. Nobody's about to do that for you. This next point, if I could shout it off of a mountain top, I would shout it off of a mountain top. Take shoe pads for your jungle boots. My jungle boot experience is I'm still traumatized. Like, I'm remembering it now and I'm traumatized. My jungle boot, the pad in my jungle boot felt as if there was nothing there. Imagine doing manual drills and you are jumping from like a high place down, and like you're jumping on hard rubber that has no padding. It was as if I was jumping on stones. Guys, if you have a trainer at home or something, remove the shoe pad inside your box and carry it to camp. Don't say I did not tell you. I'm so passionate about this one because yeah, take shoe pads to camp. Try out your khaki early. I went to camp the day they told me to come to camp, but swearing in ceremony was the next day. See me, I collected khaki. It was folded in nylon or whatever. I just carried, went to keep it. Then the next day that was swearing, I opened it something. Thinking about it now, what was I thinking? It was not my size. I went out to try and find a solution. All the tailors were swamped with work, but there's something called a kit store. I don't know if it's in all the camps, but it's basically where the kits are stored. Kit store, literally. You could go there to like exchange things for different sizes. If they had it, they would give you. I was able to change my belt. I was able to get fabric from them to mend my khaki. I was supposed to change my crested vest, but they didn't have my size, so the man was just like, go and find somebody that will exchange with you. But let's be for real. Even your jungle boot, you come and tell them, oh, this is not my size. If they have your size, they will give you. They did it for me and I was so grateful. I didn't have any jungle boot issues. I don't think they make jungle boot sizes less than size 40. So if your leg is small, your own solution is not in the kit store. You'd have to actually go to those people that resize jungle boots in camp. Go and watch my first week in camp vlog. You're going to see when my friend was adjusting hers, there's a way they resize it because her shoe size was less than 40. Don't carry too much provisions. Provisions saved my life a lot, especially those nights. Like, imagine having dinner at 7:30 p.m. After dinner, you will still go for night activities. You're probably coming back 10 past 10 to your room, and then breakfast is around 8 the next day, and that is after morning drills. That period of time, what's going to happen? Yeah, you're expending so much energy. So provisions were my lifeline in the middle of the night. You see Bemaka drinking cornflakes at 11 p.m. because a girl needs energy to survive. While I'm going to acknowledge that provisions are important, I've also seen videos where people have one box of clothes and one box, I'm not kidding you, one box of provisions, and I'm like, sister, brother, what is happening? They are not necessary. Just be realistic when you are packing. See, the more things you pack, the more things you have to carry by yourself, the more things you have to safeguard. Just carry what you can carry. If you are somebody that needs pillow to sleep, buy your pillow, bring a small pillow in your box. If you don't want to carry pillow, when you get to camp, they sell pillows at Mami markets, you buy pillow. But even if your camp has pillows, I wouldn't advise you to put your head and sleep on a pillow that has been used for 1,000,000.1 years. Do not carry too much photocopies and passports or documents, stuff like that. I think 8 to 12. Let's cap it at 12. 12 passports are enough, because in camp you're still going to need to take crested vest passports. Your normal passports, I don't see the need of taking more than 12. And photocopies, I think 4 is okay. My service year is over. My service year has been over for a while, but you guys will understand in coming videos. However, till today, there are still photocopies I made for camp that I have not used. Even through my service year, I still do not end up using the amount of photocopies I made. And I did not make plenty. That is the irony of it. I think I made 4 each or something. I still do not finish it. See, there are people that are going to be doing photocopies in camp. So I know you're going to take your original document and then you take some photocopies, but there are people that are going to be doing it in camp. People just make a lot of photocopies because they feel like it will cost them more to do it in camp. But you will waste your money at the end of the day because you're trying to not spend too much money in camp photocopying. You will not spend 1 million doing it in your house. Potato. Crocs are not necessary. See that white Crocs? I don't know what the hype around it is. In my camp, if my camp commandant should catch you on Crocs. Crocs are not necessary. If you like them, buy them. Maybe you'll be able to find opportunities to take picture with them here and there to look like a bougie copper, something like that. But I did not like them, and I went to camp in rainy season. I should be washing white shoe, washing Crocs, washing socks. Do you get? So I don't see the necessity for white Crocs. If you don't like them as well, then be like me. Don't buy and don't carry. It's not by force. My girlies, come close. Are you close? Braid your hair to camp. I've seen girlies that had to cut their hair. Not like cut their hair, like take out their extensions in camp and do a simpler hairstyle after the first week of camp because they are hairdressers in camp and they will be happy to collect your money and do that for you. But why? It's just 3 weeks. Just do something simple, and obviously you're going to do something pretty that you can like take pictures and look good with. Because you know a lot of people document NYSC, they take a lot of pictures, but also make a presentable, easy hairstyle. I don't know about color of extension. In my camp, I saw people that had like even the green khaki color extension and they were not penalized or anything. People had long hairs, just that when you are in formal environments like Said, parade, you have to pack it properly. Other than that, it was more of a convenient thing than of a NYSC rule thing. NYSC crested items are not allowed in camp. I see people that sell these NYSC socks that has like the NYC badge on it already. Don't buy it before you go to camp. Buy it when you leave camp because if you buy it while you are going to camp, they will seize it. Nothing NYC crested is supposed to follow you from home into NYC camp. So if somebody has dashed you their khaki, keep it in your house. After camp, you now add it to the one that they've given you from camp. Take a USB chargeable torch so that you can use your power bank to charge your torch. I'm a night person. I'm such a night owl. I would stay awake at night doing nothing, just pressing my phone, to be honest. I'll probably now be going to bed by 12. Somebody that needs to be up by 3 a.m. so that they can be on parade ground by 4:30. How many hours will I now sleep? 3 hours. And I'm going to be actively doing things till 10, 11 the next night. By the time you're coming back by 10, past 10, 10:30, you go and have your bath. Before you're settling in for the night, it's like 11:30. Just try and be sleeping early. If not, body go tell you. You'll be so exhausted, you'll be tired, you'll not be productive. I wanted to say you sleep during Saeed lectures, but let's be honest. Let's be honest. Even if you sleep, sleep early, guys. Wipes. That's how I wrote it in my jotter. Wipes in capital letter with exclamation mark. Carry wipes. You know those baby wipes, those pack of baby wipes. Carry them to camp, okay? Those things saved my life. You know, I did not know the magic that wipes did on those white trainers until I got to camp. Guys, take wipes. They would clean your white trainers good. Obviously you wash your shoe every night, but during the day you would get stains on it and you don't want to be carrying brown shoes up, and especially if you're going to camp in rainy season. Finally done with my plenty tips. Is NYC camp worth it? Should you go? Should you not go? I think at this point you should probably know my opinion. Like the way I spoke about camp, you should know my opinion. I think it's worth it. Simply because if there's nothing else you're doing with your time, you're not doing one business that's paying you plenty money, you're not working on a job, if you're an entrepreneur and you think my business is going to suffer and stuff like that, just go to camp. Get it over with. That's if those 3 weeks/1 year of your life is not going to significantly pull back your career. Normally, we used to be told that without NYSC, you can't work in some government parastatals, you cannot contest elections and stuff. But my own point is, I feel like NYSC is a good way to ease a fresh graduate into the real world. You go to camp, NYSC gives you a place of primary assignment, you go and work there for 1 year. For some people that they don't have things figured out yet, I know a lot of people already have something to right from uni, so they're already working and they feel like this NYSC again. But for some people, they just need that first start at corporate work, like working in a work environment. After that NYSC year, they're either retained or they now search for a job in somewhere else and then move on to something else. Good friendships and good connections have been built in NYSC camp. If your health is not going to stop you from going or something else that's really important, just go to camp. So with that, the NYSC camp series has come to an end. Somebody say hallelujah. Guys, my NYSC camp series have come to an end and I am so excited. Thank you so much for sticking around to this very point. Like I said, I'm going to link the whole playlist at the end of this video. Go and watch it, and we're going to move on to other beautiful things on this channel. So if you came into this channel because of my NYSC series, that detailed, well-oriented girl is still going to be here after the NYSC series, so you should stick around, enjoying my family. I'm sure you're going to love it here. Until next time, remain blessed. Bye.